Wahala. Welcome, lovely people. The name has always been R6, and welcome to Richmond's Media. If you don't know how we do it, stay tuned. I'm about to show you how we do it. So on today's episode, we are going to talk about Yvonne Nelson and Sarkodie saga. You know what I'm talking about. Now, Yvonne Nelson has blogged Medica. This part really funny me because when Yvonne Nelson launched the book, Medica went and bought like 10K. He spent like $10K. And 10K and bought the book. But when Sarkodie released this song, as a Medica is choosing, some particular lines of the song and dragging Yvonne Nelson here and there, and it has triggered Yvonne Nelson to block him. I'm not really sure if Yvonne Nelson blocked him before the book launch or after Sarkodie's songs. Medica posted this picture today on his Twitter account. What the block? Now let's go to Sarkodie and Yvonne Nelson. When Sarkodie released the song, Yvonne Nelson has come out to make some couples of tweets which has got the population talking about it. It has got the population talking. Even me, I'm talking. So without wasting much time, let me break this down for you. Sarkodie versus Yvonne Nelson. Yvonne Nelson released the book where I think on chapter 8 he mentioned Sarkodie's name. In chapter 8, he mentioned Sarkodie's names about an abortion saga. You know what I'm saying? Now we were waiting for Sarkodie to actually, come out and say something, but we already know Obede. Obede doesn't really do that. He will never come out to say something, especially even if you diss him on a song or something like that. Sarkodie will not reply. He will not make any comment, nor any tweet. But I think this time around, Sarkodie came out big one with a song titled "Try Me," into bracket raw, which means everything is raw. He said everything as it was. You know what I'm talking about. But now this has the song has raised a controversy which is trending on social media platform. Everyone is sharing their opinion. Me too, I'm about to share my opinion. Me, I agree with Sarkodie because this is a reputation thing. We all don't know the other side of the story. Yvonne Nelson came out to say this, wrote a book about it. Me personally, I was thinking, say, Yvonne Nelson, you were trying to say something about your personal life. Maybe the best way is maybe say a rapper, or you didn't really have to mention Sarkodie's name because now Sarkodie has a family, and then this can also ruin his family, his career, and everything. So if there is a need for Sarkodie to come out and say something, he has to. I mean, we were expecting him, not all of us, because we didn't even know that Sarkodie will even come out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is. Now, Captain Smart and a lot of people, Kwame A+, a lot of people, some of them support Sarkodie, some of them don't support. Me, the part where I don't really agree with Sarkodie or I don't support Sarkodie is, there is a little bit of some insult. I think one part of the song, he called Yvonne Nelson a street girl. When you say a street girl, if you did for the street, it's like a shower or someone who gives to every nigga, every other nigga, what I'm trying to say. But apart from that, I felt it was needed for Sarkodie to, Sarkodie is a rapper. He doesn't have to come online and make comment, tweet about this, blah, 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 blah. He does music. So whatever happens around the world, in the world, he portrayed that kind of things. Whatever, if he has to share his opinion, he has to share it on the music, on a song. It's not like Shatawale, where Shatawale doesn't care about anyone. When any issue pops up, Shatawale will go on live and then, share his opinion. Sarkodie, unless maybe there is an interview or something like that, otherwise he will never get the opportunity to express himself, and Sarkodie will never go on live and then be expressing or trying to explain things. Only through music that Sarkodie can do it, and apparently he did it marvelous. Now the music is trending as I'm talking to you right now. Everyone is listening to him. If you don't agree, now your own problem. If you agree, now your own problem. Now after Sarkodie released the song, Yvonne Nelson came out to make a comment. But bear in mind that when Yvonne Nelson released the book, he went through a lot of interviews and she was being asked to, elaborate, analyze some part of the book. All what she was saying is buy the book and read, buy the book and read. Until Sarkodie released the song. Now she has come out to, pinpoint some point and some opinion and throw some shade at Sarkodie, which I will read some of them from her Twitter account. Now he called Sarkodie straight, Michael. This is from Yvonne Nelson. Insults won't work, Michael. Respect womanhood. I'm happy the world gets to see how you are playing this and the real you. Young women get to learn from this. You would get the applause for a rap. Still doesn't change the truth. Now people are on Yvonne Nelson's neck because Sarkodie didn't disrespect any womanhood. Bear in mind that if he hadn't come out, this is something that happened like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So if you came out to mention Sarkodie's name, then you are also disrespecting manhood. In my opinion, don't come and attack me. Why am I saying this? Sarkodie has a family now. Maybe that was Sarkodie then. Sarkodie didn't used to be that Sarkodie. But right now, Sarkodie has a family, has 3 kids or I think 2. Preacher! The business has grown. I mean, his brand, you know what I'm talking about. So you cannot just come here and, bring something that happened like 13 years ago. People change. We all grow and learn. You know what I'm saying? And according to Sarkodie in the song, he didn't even tell you to abort the baby. So if you chose to abort it, don't come here and be like, ranting and be, writing a book, destroying my name, my reputation, as if maybe I was the one who told you to go and abort the baby. Although I was living with my mom, I was living with the family, I wasn't at my highest peak as at now. But I didn't tell you to go and abort the baby. And from Sarkodie's experience, he believes that you are a street G. You know what I'm talking about? You're a street girl. So he didn't even believe that you were pregnant to even believe that you aborted the baby. You know what I'm talking about? According to Sarkodie, he asks you that I have a doctor. So if you claim that you are pregnant, let's go to my doctor so that he can double check and confirm that yes, you are pregnant, and maybe we can do DNA or blah 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 to see if indeed it was my baby. Because according to Sarkodie, today I will hate. By the time I will come out, another nigga will hate. And let me tell you, musicians, they talk. And especially Sarkodie was an artist. They talk when they meet up. They talk. So obviously, Sarkodie heard a lot of things and was like, nah, I have to drop this woman. Because Sarkodie was even saying that I thought I had what was the right word? The baddest bitch. Yeah, I thought I had the baddest babe like in town. When you say Yvonne Nelson now, so sometimes we'll try moving near that. I told him say see whenever Sarkodie meets the niggas now, I believe Sarkodie will be like, oh, my babes Yvonne Nelson, she's that, and then the guys will be like, nah, relax. This guy Kofi Chope has already been in her. You see, so a lot of things will come out, and Sarkodie was like, nah, I was going to drop her. So when he was going to drop you, as in break up with you or stop whatever was going on between you, and then boom, you hit him with a pregnancy. Preacher! What I say? When you hit him with a pregnancy, say you are pregnant, blah 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 blah. So okay, meanwhile Sarkodie, he didn't believe it, and then he was also like, nah, a lot of people have it. So probably even if you are pregnant, it could be like it's not mine. You know what I'm trying to say? So Sarkodie didn't believe it. Now you have come out, writing a lot of tweets. Now when you go to the comment section about the tweet that I read, this one is from Dr. Sneaker. He said, may God hold you in this season. It's not easy. Yeah, because a lot of things is going on. Yeah, writing about this and Sarkodie. That's Sarkodie and one because also a true. To me, oh yeah, as some of a show. You know what I'm trying to say. This one is from Dr. Ken Winter Masemu. This one is Sarkodie fans have to stop being emotional and face reality. They also have to accept their rap god is heartless. How do you carry the woman you impregnated to the hospital to terminate your child and leave her there? Never check on her. Yvonne Nelson kept this within her. But bear in mind, the thing is, we are hearing 2 different sides of the story. Now we don't know where the truth lies. I mean, Entrobia, there is a little bit of truth inside. So obviously, and no crack a crowd on chain, but we don't have to judge. Anyway, let me go and read another tweet that Yvonne Nelson make. Michael, you claim I was desperate to abort because I needed to complete school. In 2010, when I became pregnant, I had completed the university. Anybody can verify this. I wasn't in school and you know it. If you want to lie, find a logical lie. But according to Yvonne Nelson's book, I mean, people are quoting, I think here, I'm not really understanding, but the thing is, right now, I'm done with uni, but I haven't got my qualification graduated yet, so I'm still in my final year. So maybe, is it what Yvonne Nelson was referring to? He had finished doing the exams and everything, but she was still a student. October. Anyway, and then AFC Pius or Sepios replied. He said, this story no clear. because in the book it clearly states that at the time she was busy with other stuff in her life, which included schooling, and also which broke man has a car to be driving a lady around for abortion. Sarkodie wasn't Sarkodie, so where did Sarkodie get a car? I mean, this one is not. You can't clarify this. So this one is RBK. You stated in your book that you were in final year on page 85 of your book, but how come you are saying that you had completed here? So that's why I was saying it could be like, final year. She was in the final year and had completed, but still waiting for the results, or you know what I'm saying, waiting for the graduation date and all that. I mean, it happens in the university, but yeah. And then they underline it. I must admit, it was a tough year. I was in my final year at the university. I was banned from acting. I was pregnant and definitely was not prepared to host another human being. Yes, so this is clear now. I mean, I'm not controversy now. I'm focusing. Yvonne Nelson, are you trying to hide something? Are you telling the truth or not? Because you, the same person saying that you had finished uni, you are saying that you were in your final year. Like, so yeah. But I don't know. You know, this shouldn't be something that we should be happy about. You know what I'm saying? Sarkodie didn't need about, we didn't need about. We shouldn't be judgmental. We shouldn't, judge each of them. And I say, I do imagine aborting a baby now, saying, if you knew what, you wouldn't have aborted the baby. What I'm thinking is, I think maybe seeing how Sarkodie has, grown, how Sarkodie brand has, grown, and then the growth. Now, at this stage, who will get pregnant for Sarkodie and would abort the baby? Nobody. I don't think anyone. Well, few people will do, but I think the majority will keep the baby because Sarkodie can still cater for the baby. You know what I'm saying? And why Sarkodie, but Sarkodie baby mama? That kind of reputation. Why am I saying that? Because Yvonne Nelson chose to abort the baby. This is the part where we have to understand. Although Sarkodie impregnated her, but Sarkodie didn't tell her to go and abort the baby. What I don't really understand here is what Yvonne Nelson said, which is like an assumption. Listen. And would you have readily agreed for me to keep a pregnancy when you were in a serious relationship with another lady who would become your wife? Your street line played out. Now this part, in my opinion, I don't really understand, because Sarkodie could have kept the baby and still be with Tracy. It wouldn't have changed anything. He could have talked to Tracy and sorted that part out. So maybe if you made that decision alone to abort the baby, don't drag Sarkodie in that. Maybe Sarkodie wasn't ready, but he didn't also tell you to go and abort the baby. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Sarkodie didn't tell you to go and abort the baby, according to Sarkodie. Now I'm judging based on what Sarkodie said, and I'm not saying that is the truth. But you also say you are the one who made a decision in your book. So don't come and make it seem like Ibiaka Uki pulled the baby, as Sarkodie wouldn't have taken care of the child. Nah. A man for me was 16 years. They impregnate people, they keep it. Yeah, so you can't judge on Sarkodie based on your decision. Don't take this personal. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I have got for you today, and this is what is trending. The name has always been R6. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Peace. I'm signing out.